Well, we're back in Ann's Ceramics, back in my workshop again today, and today we're going to talk about rouging on colors when it comes to the intense translucents. And I've got our Romance birdhouse here, and I've base coated it with the 801 Kipples beige pickling, and then I've antiqued the stem with a combination of 701 black and 740 walnut and wiped it back, and this is the finish that we have for the base, the stem that's going to hold it up. When you're rouging on color, you want a base coat just like you normally do, and for this I go to an old t-shirt. When Larry's t-shirts get in a bad shape, I cut them up and paint with them. And this has been used for quite some time and it's getting rather worn. And I use the inexpensive palette knives because of when I'm working with several different colors and I want to put them out on my paint palette, I don't want to clean them up in between each one, because then if you need more paint, you've wasted some of it. So I'll use a different palette for each color I'm putting out, and then keep it that way until I get through. And the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of wrap this around my finger, and so that I've got an area there, and I'm going to touch into the color, and then I'm going to come over to my pad with my paper, and I'm going to work it like this so that I get that excess off and going to blend it into the cloth. And then I'm going to go to my piece, and I'm just going to rub it on, just rouge it on, just like you would a rouge. Let me find my color. There we go. Got to wrap this around my finger a little bit better. Now rouge that color on. And this is sapphire blue. And then I'm going to come over and I'm going to pick a different spot. And I'm going to pick up some amethyst off my palette. And again, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to rub it into that. And what you don't want is, when you go to your piece, is some strong areas like that. You want to get it all paletted in, blended in like that. And then I'm going to come back to the piece and just kind of go over that blue with this amethyst. There we go. And that way you're blending the colors on the piece and not on your palette, and blending the colors and everything. Now I'm going to find a clean place over here, and I'm going to pick up some emerald green. I'm going to come over, blend it again, and I'm going to come back to my piece and just wipe it all over. And you can actually rouge your color in this way. And I want to have it a little bit more color than that, so I'm going to come over to Primrose. Again, I'm going to blend it. And I'm going to come over here and just kind of hit in the middle and around like that. And you blend the colors in. Pick up a little bit on these edges. And if it's a little bit stronger than what you want, you can go into a touch of water. Blot it on a paper towel and take some of that color off and blend it a little bit more. And anytime you're blending colors like this, they're never going to turn out the same 2 times in a row. Don't even count on it. Not going to happen. I'll put that green in there a little bit more, and it just kind of turns out like that. And then I'm going to come over and do the other side. You can kind of see I've already done everything else. When I painted the base coat of this, I did not wipe the base back. I left it the solid color. And I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together, and then I'm going to stick this out in my flower bed. And just a little secret for whenever I do something like this is that I get my hot glue gun out, and I'll put like maybe 4 dots of hot glue on here, and I'll have a white craft glue or an epoxy glue on all the way around it. Then put my 4 dots of my hot glue and glue that together. And what will happen is the hot glue holds it now. The other glue will set up and hold it forever. And in Oklahoma, where the temperatures outside get over 100 degrees in the summertime, I need something that's really going to hold. So I'll use the hot glue to hold it now, hold it in place while the other glue sets up. So I hope that you found this video educational and got some tips on how to rouge in color. This works for skies, rouging them together. I used a raised area piece for this, but you can rouge in skies. You can rouge on blush onto the cheeks and shadow above the eyes. There's just a lot of ways that you, and at times when you'll use the rouging. But rouging is just simply putting it on. Let me do one more thing. Got a green and sapphire, really strong. So it works really good with a touch of water in it. Rouging is just spreading it on with your fingertips. If you were going to rouge a solid color, that would be rouging with just a green. And now I can come back on and put some other colors on that if I want to. I can leave it like that. It's just whatever suits you and whatever looks good to you at the time you're doing it. I thank you for coming and look forward to seeing you again on our little videos that we're doing. We're keeping them short and sweet, and then the next video that we have planned is going to be dry brushing on smooth surfaces, which is a little bit different from dry brushing with ridges. So have a great day, keep them brushes moving, and happy painting.